Aquí. Y hace mucho que no venimos por aquí, la verdad. Este no va a tener nada, ¿no?
You've only got two hands, my friend. Keep fighting the good fight.
¿Cuánto tiempo sin venir por aquí?
Hello, Sid. Take a seat where you like.
Quinten.
Ah, Clive. Your timing is exquisite, as always. I have a concern which you may be able to assist me with.
Go on.
There are whisperings afoot of shadowy figures having been sighted outside the village. Rustlings in the undergrowth, suspicious noises. My people fear that they are being watched. It may be no more than a surfeit of nerves, understandable in the current climate, or it may be the prelude to something altogether more dangerous. Given what I hope you'll forgive me calling your nose for trouble, I wondered if you might investigate.
Sí, claro.
Of course.
Excellent. You might begin by speaking with the good citizens of Lostwing. Listen to their tales, and make what you will of them.
All right. I will.
Justicia implacable.
Right. Let's see what the people of the village have to say. I better find out if this is just nerves, or something we need to take more seriously.
Word is, the Black Shields took a hiding. There is Myoka.
Excuse me. Quentin mentioned strange figures having been sighted near the village. Have you seen anything?
Nah, not me, Gov. I heard the rumours, though. I'm here most days, right next to the gate, and I ain't seen nothing out of the ordinary. Don't worry. Any shady characters try and slip into town this way, and I'll soon come running. And shouting, most likely.
All right. Thank you. Do you have a moment? There's talk of suspicious figures in the woods. Have you seen anything out of the ordinary?
No, but I've heard something. Sound of scraping metal, like someone sharpening a sword.
Where was this?
In Lorbert's Pass. Was out foraging for herbs when I heard it, screeching out from between the trees. Ran back here as quick as my legs would carry me, and I ain't been back since.
I see. I'll look into it. Thank you.
Vale. Nos lleva a las afueras.
Seems Lorbert's Pass is our best bet then. What do you say, Toggle? Shall we go and investigate?
No sé para qué recojo ya cosas porque tengo tantas. Vamos, va.
You there. Fuck! He's seen us. Get them before they escape.
Black Shield. Here. What the hell are you doing here?
Fuera de mi vista.
What is it to you? Not that we give a damn. All that matters to us is that you don't
here alive.
Claro, lo que digáis, hombre, lo que digáis. ¡A la porra! Buenísimo. Buenísima.
Why were they here? Were they planning an attack on Lost Wing? I need to warn Quentin.
Vamos. Aunque podemos ir más rápido así, ¿no? Digo yo.
Good day to you. See.
Informa a Quinten.
The crystals we get from it.
¿Cómo estás aquí?
Clive, how goes the hunt for our sinister figures?
I found some black shields hiding near Lorbert's Pass. They're gone now.
Black Shields. The Empress's former bloodhounds.
Correcto.
Though they serve another master now. One who means to root out and destroy both me and those I care for. And it would appear the pack has finally caught the scent of its prey. Damn it all. I had hoped I would have more time than this. More time to prepare. But if we are cornered, we have no choice but to bite back. And bite back we shall.
I'm sorry. You're going to need to explain. Who did the Black Shield serve now? And why would that person want you dead?
Because I want him dead.
Who?
The former Lord Chief Justice of Sanbreque. All that I have built here is for him.
I don't understand. Why him? Why Lost Wing?
I suppose it is better that you know the truth. I was a member of the judiciary once. So sickened was I by the injustice of this world, I swore to fight it. And fight it I did in my own small way. I saw more than a few corrupt officials condemned to the very cells into which they had thrown blameless innocents. Men to whom the law was but a scourge to turn against the powerless. And throughout, it was the Lord Chief Justice who backed me, who was my one true ally in the quest to see justice done.
So what changed?
I discovered that he hunted bearers for sport. I was a fool to think he shared my hatred of venality and vice. His support for me was no more than a facade, a means of ridding himself of his rivals, a mask to hide the rot beneath. I filed suit against him immediately. His response, however, was rather more visceral. He had my entire family slaughtered, and he faced no punishment whatsoever. I lost everything. My loved ones, my livelihood, my position, the faith I had once held that any modicum of justice might be achieved through the courts. So I set about enacting my own. I tracked down every soul who served him, and slit their throats myself. But the man himself proved an altogether more difficult target. With money and power come protection, and so I saw that I would need an army of my own. I came here to Lostwing and began recruiting like-minded individuals.
And everyone here knows this is why you do what you do.
Of course. They too have lost loved ones to the bearer hunts. Seen faultless friends sent to the gallows to spare the guilty. All under the watchful eye of the Lord Chief Justice. Our wounds are the same. And our cause is the same. We are comrades.
Madre
Our
mía.
revenge is already in motion. We know where he hides, how numerous and well-trained his guard. What we did not know until now, however, was that his plans may already be in motion too.
Quentin,
Our time is short. He may move against us at any moment, unless we move against him first. My friends and comrades, it begins. Make ready for war.
Ok.
I'm not going to change his mind.
No. Parece que no. Vale, tenemos... La otra está aquí. La otra misión secundaria. En Dalimil.
The finest fabric.
The most fragrant herbs and spices
There'll be no
from
one
the
to man
breadths
the
of the...
shop. Gone, just like that. And without so much as a bow your leave.
What's the matter?
It's my apprentice. He up and vanished while my back was turned. I'd go and look for him myself, but I've got a bakery to run. A bakery that's now short one pair of hands. Loath though I am to rely on the kindness of strangers, I'm at a loss. Please, will you see if you can find him?
Vamos a por él.
I'll see what I can do. Do you know where he might have gone?
I wouldn't be surprised if he was off somewhere mooning at Drake's Fang. He used to work there, you see. Poor fool left his heart in its hollow.
All right. Then that's where I'll start.
No solo de pan vive el hombre. Vale, por aquí. Quiero mirar una cosa. Por aquí no podíamos pasar.
Made from the stoutest stoneware.
Vale, hay que ir por aquí.
No, I'm telling you, it's gone.
Let's go.
Mira, ahí toda doradita. Nuestra ambrosía. Vale. Todo recto. Vale, está ahí sentado, parece. Tiene unos paisajes a veces, tío, impresionantes.
Excuse me.
What do you want?
The baker sent me to find you.
I am a sorry, selfish sod, aren't I? I'm certainly not a baker. Master must have ruled the day he took me in. Time was the sight of the fang used to calm my nerves. But now look at her.
I take it you missed the mother crystal.
I hated her, but she was all I knew. Worked her mines for years. And when she shattered, part of me shattered with her. I had to trade my pickaxe for a rolling pin, but I'm no good at baking. Every loaf I touch collapses. My bread's as hollow as I am. She was the only thing that could fill the hole inside me. I loved her, damn it. But now she's gone. She's never coming back. What am I supposed to do? I ask her. How does a shell of a man learn to live again?
¿Qué le aconsejas al aprendiz? Que exprese sus sentimientos.
Perhaps you could express yourself in your work. If you miss the fang, maybe you could recapture it somehow.
Recapture it? I'm a baker, not a... You know, you might just be right. What a fool I've been! I have to get back to the bakery right away. Thank you. Thank you, my friend. You have opened my eyes.
De nada, amigo.
Wait.
Yo es lo que haría.
Suppose you won't be needing an escort then.
La hoz. Pero es que aquí no está, tío.
Ready, go? Run like the wind.
¿Dónde carajos estará? La otra bestia. La que es como un tigre. Igual se me ha olvidado algún sitio por mirar, seguramente, pero... Puede... Por aquí no hemos ido. Que he dicho antes, voy por la izquierda. Por aquí no hemos ido. Por aquí no hemos estado. Y aquí estará La última bestia. La última... Sí. Clase C. Sin saber la otra. Queda una. De momento queda una, pero no sabemos dónde está. Vale.
Playtime for the pack, is it? Let me introduce you to mine.
Vale. Vamos. ¿Vas a bajar? ¿Vas a bajar? Vamos. Para tu casita. Para tu casa. Vale, y en principio piel de Grimalkin. En principio quedaría la escoria, que no sabemos dónde está. Genial. Pues nos vamos de aquí. Hemos hecho lo que queríamos. Vamos a ir aquí. Vamos a comunicarle al panadero la movida.
Take a sniff, good sir. You'll be
Ah, there you are. The man who lit a fire under my wayward apprentice. Though I worry you might have stoked the flames a little too high. He damn near ran me down trying to get to my oven.
Master, it's ready. Behold the Drake's Balm. A truly unique creation.
I dare say it is.
Just look at it. A perfect likeness of the Fang herself. Her steepled peaks, her fulsome spurs, her inviting hollow. True, my loaves collapse more often than not, but what's the Fang without her crater? Why, no Fang at all. And look, inside. She's filled to bursting with a bounty of beautiful crystals. Salt crystals! Master, I have found my purpose. I must use my work here to preserve the memory of the Fang.
Well, if it tastes half as unique as it looks, I'd certainly say you're onto something. Not only is my apprentice back, but he's finally pulling his weight. With any luck, I might even have a new delicacy on my hands.
¿Quién sabe?
I don't know how you did it, but you have my thanks.
¿Quién sabe? A lo mejor es el producto estrella. Genial.
Now, Dusan, I know
Yes, they're quite silky.
Pues en principio ya está. 4.000, pide 4.000, ¿eh? En principio ya está. Vamos a la guarida. Vamos para la guarida. Y habla con Meat, que está en nuestro camarote. Ah, no está en el camarote, no. Me confundí. A ver si ha hecho avances en el taller, tío. Me gustaría verlo. Me gustaría ver, ¿no? Si ha hecho avances en el taller.
Editors started reading books that don't have any pictures in. If I don't come up with something soon.
Vale.
All right, Clive? What do you want?
I'm going to visit Sid, and I thought you might like to come with me.
Sorry, I'm too busy for all that right now. I've got to get this thermal displacement stack sorted.
Thermal...
displacement stack. Here.
And this is for...
Only the fastest, finest ship the world has ever seen. The Enterprise. Me and my dad designed it together. Where other vessels rely on the fickle winds to drive them through the water, ours is fitted with mithril engines. And those things have got more push than a behemoth in a bad mood, and more heat than all the hells put together. Which is where the stack comes in. I may have already talked some tight-lipped shipwrights into putting the hull together for me in a little dockyard in Canva. But the stack's a bit more involved, so I'm building it here. Thing is, it's so involved that I'm running behind and it's starting to hold things up over at the shipyard. I'll come and see my dad, though, when I'm done. Whenever that is.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Good old Clive. I was hoping you'd say that. First things first, I need some parts meching. The stack will be made up of 3 major components. There's the plating, here, that channels hot vapours away from the engine. The helm over the top, that disperses all that heat into the air. And the shielding around the sides. That stops the rest of the ship from going up in flames.
3 cosas.
A full suit of armor, then. Probably best to take it one piece at a time.
Then you'll need to start with the plating. Everything else fits onto it. I've got the designs and the list of materials here. Show these to Blackthorn. He'll know what to do.
I can't make head nor tail of him.
Luckily, you don't need to.
Vale, diseño de la greba. Habla con Blackthorn.
The engine plating's basically just a very efficient conductor. Create a thermal gradient across it and the heat radiates outwards, which... You know what, just show the plans to Blackthorn. He'll know what to do.
Vale, de momento hablar. Ah, que por cierto, está eliminado ya. Sí. ¿Ves? Nos queda este, que el lugar de aparición no se sabe. Así que nada, avanzaremos. Hay que avanzar, chicos, hay que avanzar. Míralo. A ver, Blackthorn.
Blackthorn, can I ask a favor?
Out with it.
It's for Mid.
This my last chance to say I'm otherwise engaged. Spare myself the arseache.
Tan simpático como siempre.
What is it this time?
She said you would know. Here.
Diseño de la greba. Instrucciones para la construcción de una greba térmica que disipe el calor emanado por un motor de mitrilo.
Well, I don't know what the hell you'd want this for, but I can make it. Won't be easy though, and I'll need help. Get Gav and Otto in here, will you?
All right.
Toda la peña.
So Mid's roped us all in here again, hasn't she? Typical. Still, if that's what it takes to get her to visit Sid's grave, I'll do what I can.
And, what is it we need to do, exactly?
Take a look at this. It's this plating. The usual saw grade steel won't work. We need something that can get very hot, very fast, and still keep its shape. That means an alloy. Something that won't break or buckle at the temperatures she's talking about. Which is where you lot come in. I need materials, and I've got my work cut out already. You'll have to fetch them. Now, there's a special kind of sand I'm after that you can only find out in the Valcroy. Stardust, they call it. As for the rest of the stuff, my usual supply should have it in stock. It just needs buying and bringing back here.
Well, we'll get it done quicker if we split up. One of us should probably give you an hand coat in the sand.
And the other can go and get the rest from this supplier.
Right then.
Well, make your minds up who's going where, we can get this over with.
La greba del bajel.
Up to you who you take to the desert. I mean, Gav's good in the fight. You don't have my winning personality.
Ah, don't listen to him. You'll be in the lowest of low company with either of us.
Up to you who you take to the desert. I mean, Gav's good in the fight.
You going after the Stardust then, are you? Which one of these two lucky souls is going with you?
Nunca hemos ido con Otto, ¿no? Con Otto.
Otto, you're with me.
then. Where do we find this stardust, and how will we know it when we see it?
There's a river that runs through the southern reaches of the Velcroy. It's the black sand that washes up on its banks that you're after.
And I'm guessing you'll be needing sackloads of the stuff. Might be worth our importers at the Dalimil Inn. I'll head down there. See about finding us a wagon.
All right. I'll meet you by the river.
You two take care, eh? I'll go and see the supplier.
Just don't let the bastard fleece you, eh?
Ah, he wouldn't do that. He's Blackthorn's mate. Isn't he?
Best of luck.
Perfecto. Vale. Tenemos que ir ahí. Pues vamos. Ve al río Belcroy. Pues vamos para el río.
Looks like I found the river. Now where's Otto? Come on.
Es lo bueno que os decía antes, que tenemos ya todo esto súper visitado.
Otto, sorry I'm late.
Oh, Clive. I had a quick scout about, and I reckon this area's our best bet. Seems Blackthorn's the only one who thinks smithing with this stardust stuff's a good idea.
Qué bonita el agua,
It's
tío.
just lying here, waiting for any old fool to fill his boots.
But unlike any old fool, you thought to bring a wagon.
Well spotted. Now get filling.
Qué bonita el agua. Vale, recoge el polvo estelar. Vemos por aquí.
So this is stardust. It just looks like black sand to me.
Dos. Tres. Cuatro. Y adivina dónde está la quinta. La quinta, la que te pone, la que te la pone difícil, ¿o qué? ¿Qué tal, Silver? Bienvenido. Uf, pues no te podría decir porque realmente es el primer Final Fantasy que yo juego de verdad, en serio, ¿sabes? Hay algunos que los he tocado, pero... Bueno, el 7 me lo pasé. Típico, ¿no? El 7 me lo pasé. Pero... Vale, el último. Polvo estelar.
Let's see how Otto's getting on.
Sí, el único que me he pasado es el Final 7, Final Fantasy 7, el antiguo. Y ahora estoy con este. No sé, supongo que siendo purista el combate por turnos es lo que a la gente le gusta, ¿no? Es lo que a la gente le gusta. Quizá no les gusta tanto el formato hack and slash. No sé. Pero muy buena pregunta.
How much did you get?
Enough. I hope.
More than me. Put it all together and I can't see Blackthorn complaining. Much. Here, Clive. Do you fancy a walk?
Damos una vuelta. Damos una vuelta.
Sid would be proud.
Of what?
Of you, you idiot.
Sí, ese es el próximo que quiero jugar, el próximo Final Fantasy. Lo tengo.
When we first met, I had you down as a spoiled little puppy who enjoyed nothing more than biting the hand that fed you. But 5 years on, you're the one doing the feeding. So thanks for proving me wrong.
You weren't wrong. But I changed. Thanks to Sid. And thanks to you. When I suggested taking on his name, you were the first to back me. And if you hadn't, no one else would have. I couldn't have done any of this without you, Otto.
Yo, get over. You're making me blush. All I did was choose hope over despair. I gave you a chance, yes, but you're the one who took it.
Sí,
You took
eso es verdad.
homeless, hopeless outcasts and put them back on their feet. Gave them something worth fighting for, just like the old Sid did.
Eso estoy de acuerdo.
About time I was heading back, I reckon.
Bueno, también jugué al Final 10, pero no lo llegué a acabar. Pero de historia y tal es uno de mis favoritos.
You can take a well-earned rest when you get there.
Oh, I plan to. Believe you me. But I'll make sure Blackthorn gets his precious black sand before I put my feet up. He'll only moan otherwise.
Pero me gusta jugar todo tipo de juegos, así que algún día los jugaré. Están pendientes, como un montón de juegos que hay pendientes por jugar. Habla con Blackthorn. Como un montón de juegos que tengo pendientes por jugar. Una pasada. Muchos que he jugado, pero muchos más los pendientes, eso está claro.
Let's hope this is all Blackthorn needs.
Vale, a ver qué nos dice aquí el amigo.
Blackthorn, got everything you need?
Yeah. Yeah, I do. Cheers for the stardust. Should be enough to be getting on with.
Nice to get out and about for once. Let's do it again sometime, mate.
Claro, ¿ves?
I'll make a start on putting this thermal plating together then.
Siempre vamos con Gav, pues te saca un poquillo.
Getting on with, I could do without you breathing down my neck.
Thank you, Blackthorn. I'll let Mid know construction's underway.
Vale, genial. Vale.
Suppose we'd better be getting back to work too.
Give us a shout if you need anything.
Estupendo. Informa Mid. Bueno, de momento es pa' aquí, pa' allá, pa' aquí, pa' allá.
Editors started reading books that don't have any pictures in.
A ver qué nos dice nuestra querida Mid.
If I don't come up with something soon.
You'll be pleased to hear that Blackthorn started work on the plating.
Excellent. 1 down, 2 to go.
So, what's
Quedan
next?
2 más.
The helm, of course. For this, we'll be repurposing fallen scrap.
Salvage from the ruins? I thought that material was all but impossible to work.
Ah, but we don't have to.
I'm sorry.
Just so happens there's one particular ruin that's broken into exactly the right shape and size pieces for what we need. What's the name back there? I'll give you all the details.
What's her name? Right.
Vale.
Oh, Sid, is this about the helm?
Yes. Mid said I should speak with you.
I'll show you the plans then. Here you see the mithril engine, in which mithril is burned to generate heat. That heat is then harnessed to produce motive force. Excess heat is dealt with by means of the thermal displacement stack, which disperses it into the surrounding air. Now, were we to rely on thermal plating alone to achieve this effect, the rate of excess heat buildup would far exceed the displacement coefficient of the plating. In other words, the reactor would overheat and eventually explode. This is where the helm comes in. It connects to the plating, you see, and serves as a sort of thermal sink to absorb all that excess energy. Our experiments have shown that fallen ceramics are remarkably thermophilic. They can withstand and absorb levels of heat far above anything we are able to make today. And not only that, they're also waterproof and immune to rust, making them the perfect material for our protective hood. Why, if sea or rainwater were to enter the reactor proper, it would vaporize instantly. The forces produced would tear the ship from stern to...
You can stop there. I understand. Mid
Me ha quedado
said
claro.
we might be able to use parts of a fallen ruin. Where would I find it?
Ah, yes. It's in Lorbert's Pass, near Lostwing. The thing is, well, I probably should have arranged to have the pieces we need brought here sooner. You see, a certain unwanted visitor has taken up residence there. It's no longer a matter of just walking in and taking them. It's, going to be considerably more dangerous than that.
I see. Then I suppose I'd better deal with this unwanted visitor for you.
Claro, claro,
Would that
Clive.
help?
Oh, very much. Thank you, Sid. I'll gather my team and head there right away. We'll meet you outside the ruins.
Ok. Vale. Genial. A la vereda. Vale. Pues para allá que nos vamos. Y ya como hemos hecho las secundarias, pues de perlas.
I'll be taking you all to a storehouse in the Bales. Leave anything you don't need behind.
La cosa se pone tensa. A ver. La historia a mí me mola mucho. La verdad. Por aquí no podemos, ¿no? No, es arriba. Ya un poquillo lejos. Pero... A ver, creo que es por aquí, ¿no? Sí. Yo es que si veo algo lo tengo que coger, tío. Aunque sea una tontería. Venga, va, corre. Que lo atropellamos. ¿En serio? Quitar de aquí, hombre. Vale.
Oh, there you are, Sid. Thanks so much for coming.
De nada, hombre.
The, ruins are just over there, as is the creature I told you about, I'd imagine. Would you mind?
Of course. I'll be right back.
A ver qué nos encontramos.
Anybody home? This must be our unwanted visitor.
Bueno, vale. Vale. Vale, sobre la historia principal vamos sobreleveados, o sea que... Ahí vamos.
The things I do for you, Mid.
Sid! Oh, thank goodness you're safe.
You shouldn't have any trouble now.
Indeed. Well, don't let us keep you. We'll, see that everything is transported safely back to the hideaway.
All right. I'll let Mid know you're on your way.
Genial. La celada del bajel. Vale. Informa a Meet. Pues le informamos. Volvemos a la guarida y vamos a hablar con Meet. Bueno, le compramos...
And what can I do for you?
You'll not find a better price than that.
Is that all?
I went up to give some greens to the chocobo.
Qué bonito, por favor.
Editors started reading books that don't have any pictures in.
If I don't come up with something soon.
Mid. Helena has recovered the material for the helm. She'll be along shortly.
Excellent. Another job well done.
Vale, falta uno, ¿no?
One remaining.
Right. Right, the shielding. This one's a bit of a bugger.
How so?
The plating's enough to stop the engines going pop, but those things will still be spitting out enough fire to set the rest of the ship ablaze. Which is why you need proper shielding. A prism for the dragon's breath that's blazing away inside. I thought a triple thick layer of tempered steel might do it. Or more of the stuff that the Fallen use, but they'd both be too heavy. The helm and the plating are bulky enough as it is. Add any more weight and the whole ship would be at the bottom of the briny before we'd even started. I need something light. But I've racked my brains and I just can't think what to do it.
Well, if I were in need of obscure knowledge, I know whose counsel I would seek. Harpocrates.
Tomes? Yeah, well, I'd thought of that, obviously. I've got all the details written down here. Can you take this to him, see what he makes of it?
Right away.
Vale. Diseño de la coraza.
Think Mid might need some help tidying up that.
Iremos más rápidos por aquí. Creo que por aquí. Bulma en este juego.
Thanks to Sid.
Hippocrates, do you have a moment?
For you, Clive, always.
Claro,
Actually, it's
pues
something
claro.
this time. Could you take a look at this?
Vale. Gracias por estar ahí, Silver.
Shielding for a mithril engine. Whatever will that girl think of next? What are these notes around the edges?
She has some specific requirements for the materials. The shielding needs to be able to resist extreme heat on the inside, and yet remain cool enough on the outside not to set the ship alight, while also being light enough not to sink it. As you can imagine, she's struggling to find anything that meets her needs.
I see.
I wondered if you might know of a solution, or if you might be able to search the records for one.
Perhaps it is not a different material she requires, but a different approach.
What do you mean?
Consider the lake we have made our home. Its blighted waters eat away far more quickly than fresh water or even brine, at timber and steel alike. And yet, we have made a home here from those very materials nonetheless.
We have. But Bardolph must varnish every board twice over to keep it from rotting. And Obelus complains that without a constant supply of pitch. I see.
Early Gregorian histories speak of a preparation known as moon dew. It is said to be able to resist even the most ferocious flames. Before the dragoons tamed the worms and wyverns of the realm, nobles would daub their castle walls with it in order to guard against dragon fire.
So if we could recreate it,
it might be applied to some material or other in order to provide the protection it requires. As to how best to apply it and to what material, perhaps Bardolph and Obelus might be of assistance. I shall speak to them and see what wisdom they might have to offer. If you would be so kind as to procure the necessary ingredients, I shall discuss the specifics of how it might be most effectively put to use with our two friends. The knowledge of the past may yet prove useful to we of the modern era.
Thank you, Hippocrates. And since you're asking
Es una buena idea.
Perhaps I should too.
Es una buena idea.
So you need a hand, do you?
We do. I'll be heading to market for the ingredients we need. I could do with some help. And some company too.
The other can assist me in researching how best to prepare the shielding itself.
Can we count on your aid?
Always.
Hombre.
Well, if Jill's game.
Thank you.
I am sure either of these fine young minds would prove indispensable in my research. I leave the decision as to who will go with whom in your capable hands, Clive.
Vale.
So, Clive, have you made your decision? Who will accompany you on your little excursion?
Sí, vamos a ir con Tarja, porque siempre vamos con Jill.
All right. So, what are we fetching?
I have taken the liberty of preparing a list. Here.
Garlic. Conch shells. Are you sure this is the right list? Looks like the ingredients for someone's supper.
Though these items may seem mundane, they have
Gracias por
por
el follow, Silver.
Once highly prized. So much so, in fact, that they were harvested almost to extinction, hence moon dews having fallen from favor. Now, of course, they can be obtained with ease.
Muy agradecido, muchas gracias.
You need at the market in Northreach.
Well, isn't that convenient? I was hoping to be able to make a trip over that way sometime soon. Need to speak to an old acquaintance. I'll meet you there.
All right. Stay safe.
Claro, llevamos toda la aventura con Jill.
See you later, Clive.
Pues Tarja.
Good luck with your research.
Vamos con la aventura con Jill, pues contar ya. Muy agradecido, tío. De verdad. Vale. Y... vamos para allá, ¿no? A ver, de aquí... 2504. Pues que me tienta mucho esta, tío. Es que me tienta mucho. Vamos a hacer un guardado porque hace mucho que no guardo y ya sabéis que me mola guardar. $80.000 veces. Y vámonos para Norwich, ¿no? Sí. Para Norwich.
No. Where's Talia?
Siempre te llevan la delantera, Clive, fijo. Vale. A ver qué tiene aquí. Que nos señala. Lo compramos. Tenemos dinero. Vale. De nada, hombre. A ver, Tarja.
There you are, Talia.
Ah, and there you are. We shouldn't have any problems finding what we need in a place like this. But if time is of the essence, perhaps we should split up. Take a few items each.
All right. What shall I look for?
Let's see now. Why don't you take the garlic and the pepio nuts? Meet me by the gate when you've got them.
Vale. Este lo tenemos aquí al lado. Esto lo tenemos aquí al lado.
Don't touch anything.
Vale, nuez pepio. Fruto muy cotizado entre los criadores de chocobos por sus supuestas propiedades energéticas, aunque dicha creencia parece basarse únicamente en su aspecto rojizo y turgente, no en resultados tangibles. Vale. Aquí tenemos esto. Nada, hombre, a ti, gracias por venir. Gracias por venir. Y luego... al mercader... ajo.
Hopefully Ty is finished too.
A ver, Tarja, hija.
Well, did you find everything?
I did. Here.
Ajo y nuez.
Garlic and pepio nuts. Job done. We should get this back to Tomes then. He'll be waiting.
Se nos pone tontorrona.
But we're not in too much of a rush, are we?
Se nos pone tontorrona.
Do you know, I think this is the very first time we've been out on an errand
Claro,
together.
por eso te he invitado.
I think you might be right.
In all the years since you and that scowl of yours first appeared, you haven't invited me out once. For shame.
Tiene un aire a la actriz de The Witcher.
And you did say you had some shopping to do.
I was hoping to restock my supplies of herbs and liniment, yes. You and Jill alone burned through them like wildfire. No luck, though. My usual supplier's not here, and I refuse to pay the prices these gougers charge.
I'll ask Karen when we get back.
Se nos ha puesto tontorrona, ¿eh?
Oh, just memories. I came here with Sid once, shopping for supplies, just like today. And just like today, I came away empty-handed. Sid even said he'd speak to Karen for me when we got back. Has it really been 5 years? I remember it as if it was yesterday. Hold on. Does that mean it's been 5 years since we met? Feels a lot longer.
Sí, 5 años.
In a good way, of course. Thank you, Taya.
For what?
For everything. I just want you to know that all you've done for us.
Claro, a Jill ya la tenemos.
It's appreciated.
Ya la tenemos encauzada, Jill.
If I thought it wasn't. But in the spirit of sharing and caring, you're appreciated too, by all of us.
Qué bonito. ¿Cómo hubiera sido con Jill? Un besito o algo. Estoy esperando el beso.
Well, I think we've tarried long enough. I ought to get these ingredients back to Tomes so he can make up this concoction of his. I'll meet you back at the hideaway, all right?
All right. And thanks again.
I heard you the first time.
Aquí me hace gracia la peña, pues se va sola y llega antes que nosotros. Vale. Habla con Arpócrates. Mira, qué bonito, tío. Vamos para allá. Para la guarida.
I wonder how Hippocrates is getting on with the moon dew.
Pues es lo que vamos a ver. Porque... Sí, no, ya no tenemos ninguna misión allí. Vamos a ver. ¿Ves? Ya llegaron, ya llegaron.
How's work on the shielding progressing, Hippocrates?
Well, very well indeed. And thanks in no small part to your kind assistance. I was just explaining to Taya how we might best go about preparing the moon dew. And now that we have all the ingredients, we may begin.
You can count on me. I've mixed more than a few mysterious concoctions in my time.
I'm sure you have. What about the shielding itself?
Work is underway, under the watchful eyes of Bardolph and Obolus.
Vale, bien.
Apparently, it'll be ready soon.
Thank you. All of you.
Right then. Jill, would you join me in the infirmary? Many hands make light work and all that.
Of course.
Oh, and Clive. It was good to talk. We should do it again sometime.
It appears our work here is almost at an end. A shame. I was enjoying playing the man of action for once. When both the shielding and the moon dew are ready, it will merely be a matter of applying the one to the other. Followed by a rigorous process of testing and retesting, of course. Perhaps someone ought to warn young Mid of that.
Leave it to me. Thank you, Hippocrates.
Vale. Misión cumplida. Perfecto.
I better go and give Mid the good news then.
How good it is to see you, Clive.
Sí. Bueno, ya sabes que en el mundo de los videojuegos supongo que...
Compiled some new entries, if you would like to see them.
Pero igualmente creo que es un gran juego, ¿eh?
What subject shall we consider today?
Yo creo que es un gran
You are
juego.
always welcome, Clive.
Tiene sus taras, está claro. Pero yo creo que es un gran juego. Que te entiendo, lo que quieres decir, pero...
He cracked the crystal too.
Ay, que aquí no es, hombre. Vamos a hablar con Mid.
I went up to give some greens to the chocobo.
Editors started reading books that don't have any pictures.
Estás un poco lejos, Mid, de verdad.
Sorry to keep you waiting, Mid. You'll be pleased to know that work on the shielding is underway.
You found something for it?
In a manner of speaking, Hippocrates knew of a substance that's highly resistant to heat. A coating that should provide the protection you need. He's supervising the construction and testing of the shielding as we speak.
Brilliant! I knew you wouldn't let me down.
Don't thank me. I'm just the errand boy.
Right
Chico de
then,
los recados.
Let's start working out how to bolt all these bits together. To the Black Hammer!
You know, when I got into the smithing game, I thought I'd be making swords and shields, not thermal bleeding didgeridoo-dahs.
Displacement stacks.
Same difference. Whatever you call it, I ain't putting it together in here. It's cramped enough as it is. Let's take this outside. Mid, you get all the parts lined up on the deck. I'll take care of the rest.
On my way!
Oh, and bring me the biggest hammer you can find. This is going to require some precision walloping.
Todo feliz. Momentos más tarde.
It's finished! It's finally finished!
Fuck for that. I'll be feeling my hammer arm for weeks.
Thank you, Clive, Blackthorn, everyone. That's one down and just 3 more to go.
I'm sorry.
Oh, didn't I tell you? The Enterprise has 4 mithril engines, and we'll be needing a displacement stack for each.
You don't mean...
Madre mía.
Don't worry. Now they've got a finished one to work off. My gang in Canva can build the rest.
Good luck to them, I say. Right, I'm off to get a sling for this elbow. Any other work comes in, keep it to yourselves, eh?
Madre mía, tío. Vale. Pues hablamos con Mid.
matter?
Nothing. Just daydreaming. Thinking about the Enterprise sailing off over the horizon to shores unknown. Searching for a land untouched by the blight. Just like me and my dad planned. So if the worst came to the worst and every scrap of soil in the Twins turned black, we might still have a chance. That's what she was meant to be. You see, one last chance just in case we needed it. But now she's so close to being finished, I've realised I don't want her to be that. I don't want her to be just a lifeboat for us to cling to if things get desperate. I want people to sail aboard her by choice, not from the lack of it. In a world where we're not just trying to survive, but where we can actually live.
I'm working on that. And I'll do everything I can to get you what you want.
Don't you always? All right. My mind's made up. As soon as the Enterprise is fit to sail, I'm putting her under your command. Sod our plans, I'm trusting in yours.
Are you sure about this?
Something tells me it's what my dad would have wanted.
He'd be proud of you.
You were gonna visit his grave, weren't you?
Sí.
I was. And you can come too now that your little project is finished.
Hombre, estaría bien, ¿no?
Right. There's just one thing I need to finish up first. Won't be a mo.
All right. I'll let Otto know you're coming. Meet us in the mess when you're ready.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Genial.